will require your insights. This is a major diplomatic signal. The Modi government is likely to stay away from events that will be marking Turkey's National Day, observed on 29th of October. This as per top government sources. Instructions have been discreetly communicated, advising them to avoid participation in Turkish National Day receptions or any kind of celebrations. While no public statement is expected, the decision reflects continuing strain in India and Turkey ties, which, remember, have remained frosty ever since Ankara repeatedly criticized India's Kashmir policy and aligned itself with Pakistan, this at international forums. Anindya Banerjee brings us those breaking inputs. So, Anindya, what are you learning from your sources in the government? Because it's public knowledge that whenever there are any embassy National Day events, the Indian government is not meant to be part of it.
Well, but there have been embassy matters where government there have been niceties and they exchange niceties on National Day. They do go. I mean, they send their representatives. But particularly in this instance, there has been a clear but discreet message that has been sent, what have been told by top sources within the government. Though we have reached out to the officially within the government, there has been no official communication to us, but we have been learnt, CNN News 18 has been told that there has been a very clear message, not only sent to top officials within New Delhi, but also to different embassies across the world, that stay away from Turkish National Day, which falls today, which is being observed today. Stay away from its celebration. Don't be photographed today. And which takes the Chile relation a notch up. Remember, the two nations, Turkey and India, doesn't share a very good relation, a frosty relation rather. Recently, between the India and Pakistan spat. Turkey took a very pro-Pakistan stand. They share the drones that Pakistan used against India were Bakhtiar drones that are of Turkish origin. Turkey later raked up Kashmir, an internal matter of India, and later as a tit for tat in June this year, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi went to Cyprus, an arch enemy of Turkey, and tried to forge a strategic alliance. With today's act, probably that frosty relation will go a notch up.
Absolutely. There is no doubt about how Turkey has joined hands with Pakistan to internationalize the issue of Kashmir, which is, of course, India's own issue. It's an issue of our own strategic autonomy. But many thanks to you, Anindya, for bringing us all those inputs. Let me quickly go across to former diplomat, Ambassador Ashok Sajanhar, who is joining me. Ambassador, you can take us through the protocols that are followed when it comes to national days, because the embassy events are not actively frequented by Indian officials. Yet, what is this diplomatic signaling meant to be?
Yes, thank you very much for having me on the show. No, you're very right. You see, there are different protocols in different countries. But let me mention about India, because I have been participating in a large number of National Day receptions. And we have made it a practice, particularly under the current Modi government. It was not the same in the previous government, that there is always a representative from the Indian side. At the level, at times, it is even the External Affairs Minister who has represented the host country in these National Day receptions, or it might be the concerned secretary of the division. You know, for instance, if it is Western Europe or something, then Secretary West might go, or the Minister of State in the Ministry of External Affairs, or if there are other areas, you know, other ministers also could go. If there is a country where our energy relationship is very important. Earlier, I have seen Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, who was the Minister of Petroleum, Natural Gas, he would visit. So basically, the idea is to send out a message to that country that India is proactively engaged in taking forward our relations.
Ambassador Sajanhar, quickly before I let you go, if you could also tell us how geopolitically we've managed to isolate Turkey from our own calculus, whether it's joining hands with UAE, Saudi Arabia, or even with, say, counterbalancing powers like Cyprus, Armenia as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think the visit by the Prime Minister to Cyprus and also our engagement with Armenia, particularly as far as the defense relationship is
Not to
concerned.
forget Greece.
Not to forget Greece, and also as far as our tourist inflows to Turkey are concerned. We know that as far as Turkish economy is concerned, it's been suffering a lot of ups and downs, a lot of turmoil. So anything that it can get in terms of tourist inflows, that would be very welcome. And India has been patronizing that destination for a long time, because it is easily accessible, the connectivity is very good, and for a large number of other reasons. But now, without any indication from the government that you should come down on going to Turkey or Azerbaijan, the footfalls have come down very significantly.
Oh, absolutely. With Indian travelers boycotting Turkey also as a holiday destination, India has managed to press on their pain points as well. But many thanks to you, Ambassador Sajanhar. Pleasure as always to have you on the show. With that, shifting